going to be looking at job analysis,
Oh, yeah.
which was one of the key phases of HR. Establishes quite a lot of information which informs a lot of the other HR functions like recruitment, selection, training, development, performance management. But before we do that, let's just review what we covered last week. So there's a wee quiz there, activity 1, to have a go at.
Yeah, and also the first one.
Okay.
The purpose of
HR planning is to ensure that a predetermined number of people with the correct skills are available at a specified time in the future.
Does that mean sole purpose?
Yeah.
That would be false.
Well, I can say sole purpose. I said the primary, no, I guess the primary purpose of HR planning. It is within that.
Well, I think if it's the sole, false, but it's not true.
Yeah. You might be open.
Yeah, probably.
I would say true. You know, that is ultimately the goal, is that we want to make sure that we have, you know, people with the right skills in the right place at the right time, basically. So that's what planning is really about.
Yeah.
So the process of HR planning involves reviewing the strategies, plans, assessing HR availability, forecasting HR requirements, analysing the gap, HR planning and implementation.
True.
Yes, good. That's a little chart of the diagram. An HR manager, considering the nature of the organisation environment, would consider
All of the above.
all of the above. Good, yes. So technology, competition, demographics, government, legislation and economy are all external environment,
Yeah.
but the organisation structure, culture and strategy are all the organisation's internal environment.
Yeah.
They are all environmental factors, and so they are all relevant when you are considering planning for staffing needs for the future.
Yeah.
Which is not a method to use, is to assess HR availability.
I really did not know. I was going to argue, but that was a guess.
That's a guess. Okay, so job analysis is the answer.
Oh,
is C.
so it's this one.
So yeah, so we do use it as an HR audit, so that sort of gives us basically a comprehensive list of the skills, knowledge, abilities and qualifications of staff that are available.
Yeah.
Recruitment and succession plans allow us to look at where people may shift within the organisation based on their skill sets.
Yeah.
And the turnover forecast allows us to predict the number of staff that are going to leave. So that does help us to assess that HR availability. Whereas job analysis is more about, as we'll just find out today, is more about understanding what's required for the job. An HR plan should be focused on,
I put B.
B, certainly. Yeah, I hung and hired this one too. I think I read the questions and I still find them ambiguous.
Yeah.
Because yes, definitely you should link it back up to the organisation's overall strategic plans and mission. But overall, again, we're focusing on supply and demand of labour. So A is the other sort of appropriate alternative.
Yeah.
The number of people who leave an organisation due to resignation, retirement, death or disability, retrenchment or termination is known as,
I did not know.
did not know, labour turnover.
So
I mean, you could use employee loss or employee departure. Those would be sort of layman's terms for the concept.
Yeah.
When we talk about it from an HR perspective, we use labour turnover.
Oh yeah. See, I was seeing the.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Not a problem. Okay. So, one new thing that you learned from last week's session or the readings that you've been doing? Anything interesting?
Quite a lot actually. I think I enjoy looking at it from a soft and hard perspective and the differences between those and how they can work together sometimes or separately in different kind of ways. I also like some of the wordings which are new to me. I don't know a lot of business talk like that. Some, but some I don't. So a lot of it's like
Learning the jargon.
Understanding the jargon.
Yeah.
Like putting it into perspective.
Yeah, absolutely. Because that's a classic example of jargon there.
Yeah.
Employee departure totally makes sense.
Yeah.
But the jargon is turnover.
Yeah.
And so definitely, that's like learning all of that new jargon will set you up well if you do come into a management type position. You'll have an idea of the concepts that we're talking about. And you'll be able to sound smart.
Yeah, exactly.
So there you go.
Yeah, it's just keeping up with
Knowing
where to put the jargon and what it means.
Yeah, it might even be helpful for you to keep glossary, like when you come across new words.
Well, I was actually considering that because I do that when I read books. So I take words that I like and want to use and save them into my phone.
Yeah.
So I was thinking about that yesterday. I should just go through
and just do a business one.
Yeah.
And just every time you come across a new term, you don't want to get out of control and write down every word that you come across. But every time you come across something that you really didn't know before, you could just jot it down on that list. And
so is it like the stakeholder?
Interesting. Relevant, important.
Yeah. Now I've got that.
Good. Okay, so we will move on and look at this week at what is job analysis, why do we do it, how do we do it, and what do we get out of it, basically. So, like I said, it is a pretty fundamental step in the HR process, and it is often something that seems to get overlooked in HR because what happens? Somebody leaves the organisation, everybody says they're resigning, everybody scrambles around trying to find, a replacement so that we've got somebody to fill that job before they leave or by the time they leave. So we don't have a gap. Actually, when somebody leaves or announces a resignation, there's a really good opportunity for us to go, hey, let's stop and have a look. Do we need this position? Is the position still relevant? Does it still meet the organisation's needs? What does that job actually involve? Is the job description still current? Like, if that person's been doing the job for 20 years, they may have a really out-of-date job description. And we want to know, well, what is it that person actually does? And so the first step in building this foundation for retention, if we want to retain people in the organisation or keep people in the organisation,
Yeah.
you know, is to make sure we have a really clear picture of what we want them to do.
Yeah.
If we recruit for a job that doesn't match up with the job description, you know, they come in with this job description and end up doing a whole lot of different things,
Yeah.
then all of a sudden there's a lack of person-job fit.
Yeah.
That's another term, person-job fit. Or we also would say that it's an unrealistic job preview.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's having a realistic preview of what the job involves helps retention and helps people stay in the job once they get there.
People want to know what they do.
Exactly.
Wow.
You apply for a job on the basis of the information that you see in the advertisement or the job description.
Yeah, exactly.
And you go, yeah, I could do that, or I like doing that, or I enjoy that.
Yeah.
And you start work and you discover that actually you don't get to do all the fun stuff and you get to do a whole lot of other
Random stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that you weren't expecting and you go, well, that's not what I wanted to do, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
So, yeah, really important those concepts of like realistic job preview, person-job fit, and setting up realistic expectations based on having accurate information in that job description. And how do we get that accurate information? God, we have to go through this process for collecting the information, assessing the information, and finding out exactly what it is that a job encountered does.
Yeah.
And so job analysis really does, it's an information gathering process. So we can collect that information in lots of different ways. But essentially, I mean, if you're thinking, think off the top of your head, what methods would you think would be relevant for collecting information about why the job exists and what the job order does?
We will look at tasks they do, like on a basis. You could ask them, possibly, what it always work, I suppose. You could look at what the job is there for and supposed to be there for, and look at any gaps, any other gaps in the organisation that would kind of fit into that role as well.
Yeah, so we can ask people to self-report, we can observe them in their work, we can use questionnaires and other techniques. We'll talk about those in a moment. But essentially what we're trying to do through collecting that information is to inform the two key documents, which are your job description, sometimes called a position description, and a person profile, sometimes called a person specification. Which are actually two separate documents.
Yeah.
And a lot of organisations miss that and merge them together.
Yeah, they do,
And they get all mixed up.
Yeah.
And that 1 minute they're talking about tasks, and the next minute they're talking about the skills required to complete the tasks.
Yeah.
Because those are two separate things.
Yeah.
So the job description should outline the tasks or the key responsibility areas.
Yeah.
What is it? What is the purpose of this job? What what is it trying to achieve, and what expectations do we have for the outcomes for this position? Often these days, a job description isn't just a list of tasks; it's maybe a list of key responsibility areas with key performance indicators that are attached. And your key performance indicators might be achieve 80% of student satisfaction, whatever. That can form the basis for something like performance appraisal.
Yeah.
Okay. So and it can also put in place the relationships. This position reports to so and so, and it has 5 direct line reports in this department. Yeah. So it actually sets out a whole lot of information, maybe even financial delegations or other sort of administrative information that might be included.
Yeah.
So that, quite separate to the person profile, which tells us, so, what knowledge, skills, abilities or attributes, qualifications and experience does a person need to have in order to be able to complete those tasks?
Yeah.
Quite a different looking list. So we will use the job analysis information for that job description and that person specification, and then we can use those documents to to help us with performance management. So, in your performance appraisal process, you might have a list of key performance indicators and targets, and so then you can check off how people are progressing towards them. We can look at training and development programs around this. So if that list of person specifications, if we accept somebody as an applicant for a particular job and they have most of those person specifications but not all of them, then we can identify a training opportunity there. Yeah. This person's got excellent communication skills, great interpersonal skills, but they don't have they need a little work on the Excel spreadsheet.
Yeah.
Okay, we can put them on a computer course. That's pretty straightforward. Yeah, so it can help us to inform training and development. It helps us to look at what are the needs for, future for the organisation in terms of what skills does the organisation need in the individual, and it helps us with HR planning. We can have an idea of it gives us key information for the HR audit in terms of the skills, knowledge, abilities of staff. And it can also inform our job evaluation and our remuneration management process. So here's probably a bit of key jargon and the difference between a job analysis and a job evaluation. Exactly.
Yeah.
How would you?
Yeah.
Job analysis is we're collecting all that information I've just talked about, the tasks and the skills and things required.
Yeah.
For a job evaluation, what we're doing is sizing the job to determine what the pay rate should be for a particular job. So we will evaluate the job on a number of different factors usually, and work out, okay, what level of decision making is relevant, what level of how much knowledge is required, and it can link back to that person's specification, but it can be quite different as well. And it helps us to position a particular job, not a person, a job in terms of the overall relative other pays of people in the organisation, or positions in the organisation. So how do we determine what a chief executive gets paid versus what an administrative assistant gets paid versus what a head of department gets paid? So that's job evaluation, and it does help. So the job analysis information can help us get there with that. And it also helps us to understand how jobs are designed within the organisation. So one of the key principles of job analysis is this concept of job design, and that's about thinking about how do we structure a cluster of tasks or responsibility areas in a way that makes that job engaging and motivating for somebody to perform. And anybody who's worked, I don't know if you've ever worked on a conveyor belt type work processing plant or fish factory, or I worked in a cherry orchard, grading cherries all day, close your eyes at night and you go to sleep and you still see cherries going past your eyes. How that job is designed, it's not particularly complex, it's not particularly interesting, it's extremely tedious, right? So not a hell of a lot of job motivation or satisfaction there. Really is just a good summer student job. And that's why a lot of it, actually New Zealand, they're saying in the article that Kiwis aren't doing orchard jobs. That's why we're getting immigrants to come and do it. Because they'll do them. How tedious. Can we make them more interesting? Probably not. So there are some key principles when it comes to job design. And these were sort of initially developed by Hackman and Oldham in 1975, around that time, around the 1970s, 1980s. They came up with these key principles for how we can actually design jobs to facilitate motivation and job satisfaction. And essentially they talked about facilitating these critical psychological states that will lead to satisfaction, motivation, and retention and engagement, which ultimately helps performance. So, key areas here, skill variety. So generally we're motivated where there are in jobs where we have the opportunity to practice a variety of different skills, not just one.
Yeah.
Okay. So, telling a rotten cherry from a not rotten cherry is there's not a lot of skill variety in that particular task.
Yeah.
We're teaching, I get to do design assessments, design learning lessons, to talk to students, present information, mark assessments, do a lot of administrative tasks within the organisation. Huge amount of skill variety required, So a lot of different skills required for somebody in that type of work. So skill variety is important. Task identity. So task identity is around, now I always get task identity and task significance confused. See, I get them on a lot too. So let's make sure I get them right. Task identity is an identifiable piece of work has to be completed. That's right. Yes. So you basically in that situation you can take ownership for an overall piece of work being completed.
Yeah.
If you are in a factory manufacturing widgets, what widgets before, if you're the one putting the arms on the widgets and that's all you do all day long, well for starters there's not much skill variety.
Yeah.
Secondly, we don't have much task identity. You never get to see the finished product.
Yeah.
Now if you were designing and making that widget from start to finish, there would be inherently more satisfaction in that. Because you get to go, right, I've started from scratch with nothing, look what I've produced.
Yeah.
So you identify with that particular task.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Yeah. So, building, a whole car versus, one tiny part of the car,
Yeah.
you get to satisfaction from seeing the finished product.
Yeah.
There's also task significance, which is where you feel like the significance of the thing that you're doing has a good impact for others.
Yeah.
And this is why a lot of people choose their work.
Yeah.
I feel like it's meaningful, it relates to my values.
Yeah.
I love teaching because I get to, help students, fulfill, meet qualifications and gain confidence and knowledge and all of that. It's significant.
Yeah.
I think it's a valuable thing to do.
Yeah.
There are probably jobs that, and that's going to vary a lot depending on an individual and what your values might be. But the significance of a particular job will vary. Autonomy is about how much independence you have to make decisions. So how much decision-making authority, how much can you control when and how you do the work.
Yeah.
If I can't come into the office one day, I can work from home if I want to. That's autonomy. I don't have somebody standing over me, watching every move, making sure that, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
So, but obviously, different levels of jobs are going to require different levels of supervision, different levels of autonomy. Some just do require more oversight. Feedback is about how much feedback you get on the task. So this is maybe from a manager.
Yeah.
But it could also be feedback from colleagues, or feedback from customers, or clients, or students, or feedback from the task itself.
Yeah.
If you're making a widget and your finished product, you've got an arm where a leg should be and a leg where an arm should be, there's environmental feedback there. You should be able to look at the widget and go, well, that just doesn't look quite right. Okay, so that's feedback as well. So how much feedback do you get from the task itself and from the people around you? And this all links into the experience meaningfulness of the work. So do you see the work as meaningful and worthwhile? And how much responsibility do you have? Do you feel like you're accountable for the outcome? If you produce the widget with an arm instead of a leg and a leg instead of an arm, who cares?
Yeah.
Who's going to tap you on the shoulder and hold you responsible for it?
Yeah.
Okay. You go, oh well, some kid's just going to end up with, and that's where product quality can be sacrificed, is where people don't feel like they have, that sense of responsibility for the outcome.
Yeah.
So have a look at, there's a quiz there, another one, turn over, that one, little questionnaire. Yeah. And this one is a job diagnostic survey, getting you to think about, have you got, you're not working currently?
No.
You worked previously?
Yeah.
Think about your last job that you had
Yeah.
and go through and answer those questions. How'd you go?
Finished it, it's called like the question.
Yeah. So you can pretty much see that how the questions relate to the different areas.
Yeah,
And so question one is about skill variety.
Yeah.
Question two was husband. Question three is nice significance. Question four is harmony. Question five. Feedback in question six. Yeah, oh, it's also feedback.
Yeah, feedback.
Yeah, it's about managers that you know how they do. So we're both up.
Yeah.
So, how did you, which job are you thinking of?
Which thing?
Which is it? Yeah, so skill variety?
Actually, yeah.
Yeah,
it's-
okay.
Yeah, you do. And, there's a lot of cleaning, there's a lot of like, well, we're busy pretty much doing, you take orders, doing till, making coffees, taking out food, cleaning dishes, like doing dishes, welcoming customers.
It is quite a varied
Yeah,
job.
it is. It's got a lot of
Yeah.
varied. So that's one thing. It's not boring.
No, you're never bored. It's busy.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily academically challenging.
No, so it's not like a. I'd say that there's some skill to it, but it's not. Actually, it's not very. It's not like significant.
No, there's a lot of variety, but not a lot of case extension in the skill level.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. To what extent does your job involve doing a whole or identifiable piece of work?
Pretty good extent because you kind of just. And you're doing lots of things, but it's
Take people's
their
orders,
task,
serve their meal, clean up after them. You can see that
Yeah,
they
like
enjoy the
this.
meal and you. It's,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's sort of what you do is practice that. That's their task.
Where were you raised?
Bonsai.
I used to waitress at Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
So pizzas all around.
Yeah. Not bad, eh?
No, but it's fine. It's a good job if I was getting.
Yeah.
How significant or important is the job? So how likely is it that it's going to affect the well-being of other people? Moderate.
Yeah.
People like going out with dinner, but it's not really going to change their world, is
No,
it?
not really.
It's like buying a house or
Yeah, exactly.
having a baby.
Yeah, it's just, yeah.
How much autonomy is there in the job?
Quite a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is. Well, especially if you're working like say, a small place, bond drive,
Yeah.
you kind of just get to be left to your own devices.
Yeah, sure. So maybe initially, it might be more oversight, and then it drops away as people can see you sort of coping with it.
I think that's kind of what it is like, I suppose, as well, I think.
Do they have set procedures for how you do certain things though? Like, is there a lot of
Yeah, but it's not like really ground breaking or anything. It's stuff like, or
Makes
something
sense.
to it. Yeah.
yeah? And what if you wanted to do it in a different way?
Well, I think if it worked out well,
Okay.
they'd be okay. Like, it's just, I'm just thinking of the task, and there's not much you could probably do with it.
I think like Pizza Hut might have had more structure because it was a chain, so they had specific rules around how you make the pieces, how you clean up. There was set, so it was really, there was a little bit of rigidity there in terms of how much control they had over, even what you say to the customers and things like that.
Oh yeah, true, yeah.
There was a bit more, maybe a bit more structure around that.
Yeah.
That's okay. To what extent does the job itself give you information about your work performance?
Well, that's moderate, I'd say. Same with the.
What about your managers? Were they letting you know?
In the beginning, they're like, oh, you do it quite afterwards.
But you get feedback because you from customers being
Yeah, well, that's true. That's true.
You know if you've done a good job because your customer walks out happy.
Yeah, exactly.
Tip, maybe.
Yeah. Oh, I always forgot to get my tips saying if they don't start taking. You forget to get them at the end of the night.
Oh.
Yeah. Always forgot.
So the question becomes, each job's a bit different in terms of the different areas of job design. And each individual is a little bit different as to what's important. Like some might say, well, autonomy is really important to me, but I don't care about skill variety.
Yeah.
Or skill variety is really important, but I don't care about feedback.
Yeah.
So it's quite a personal thing.
It is.
But it's also, I suppose, something that the organisation should be mindful about when they are, using, designing the jobs or analysing the jobs. If you've got a job that you've identified that has a higher rate of turnover, you could start to dig into some of these things and go, well, maybe it's something about how that job is designed.
Yeah.
Could be about the manager.
Because
that's in something else. But if you just try and work it out, it could be that the job's too boring. There's not enough feedback. That it's not a particularly meaningful task that somebody can get their head around. So how do we actually create that job to be more meaningful so that people won't want to leave? Yeah. So there's an opportunity here at this part of the process. Yeah. To actually have a positive influence for the organisation. In terms of thinking about how these jobs are designed. To conduct your job analysis, we can use lots of different methods, as we started to get into earlier. And you said, somebody telling you what the job is, maybe not the best source of information, but it's still a really valuable source of information, especially for, a relatively engaged employee. Yeah, definitely. And if you cross-validate that information with other sources of information. So you wouldn't necessarily just rely on self-report. So self-report could be interviews, individual interviews, or it could be, you can use essays or diaries, so getting people to write an essay about what they do. Or to keep a diary of what they do. Keeping a diary is a more common like a time log or a work activity log. And in some industries, like being a lawyer, you have to account for every 7 minutes of your time anyway, because it's all billable hours. But in other jobs that's not normal, unless perhaps you're going through a job analysis process. Like, okay, well let's observe. Well, let's get Ariana to just every 10 minutes write down what she's been doing for that 10-minute period. It's really painful. It's a real tedious process. But you get a lot of information.
Yeah, you would. Yeah.
So you keep, like, even for me, I keep, in my electronic diary, I keep a record of what I'm doing each hour of the day. Like, it's not down to the finite minute or second, but it gives me an overview. I've spent this much time on course preparation, this much time on marketing, this much time on administrative tasks, you know, which encompasses a whole lot of things.
Yeah.
And the reason I do that is because, you know, inevitably somebody's going to ask, well, how many teaching hours did you do last year?
Yeah, they would.
You know? And I can actually just search it all out from my Outlook calendar and go, here you go.
Yeah.
And it's also for my own sort of, you know, peace of mind.
Yeah.
Because I'm only half time, I like to be able to say, actually, yeah, I have worked my 20 hours this week. I might have come in late or finished early or whatever, but there's the hours.
Yeah.
And that's the autonomy. Nobody ever really asks me about that, but never mind. So diaries or essays, it will depend on who the employee is, the level of honesty you think you can get from them, the level of self-reflection they might have.
Yeah, definitely.
Whether they understand the process.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times when you go to say, we're going to analyse your job, people get freaked out.
Yeah, they would.
Are you going to get rid of me?
Yeah.
It's the initial response. No. It's like, well, you must be doing this because you're going to get rid of my job. Not necessarily. It could be a possible outcome, but it could also could be that the job gets expanded or narrowed or modified the next time that job incumbent leaves, not necessarily right now. But it is to help us try and design these jobs with more motivational for people.
Yeah. Are they quite flexible as well? Like,
What's it?
like a job analysis.
Job analysis?
Yeah.
Yeah, it can be. I mean, it depends on the method you use.
Yeah.
Like things like the position analysis questionnaire is a very structured analysis that you can, if you Google position analysis questionnaire, there's a whole lot of different tools available online that you can use as an organisation to analyse the job against a whole lot of different factors, basically.
Yeah.
And those tools have been sort of validated by industrial psychologists and things. They use those as a structured approach to job analysis, a very structured approach.
Yeah.
Those sorts of things will be more reliable when you have lots of staff doing a similar job that you can actually, use it across a whole number of people.
Yeah.
Because the more data you have, the more generalisable the results are going to be.
Yeah.
Whereas if I just get you to fill in a questionnaire and tell me what you do as a waitress.
Yeah.
Whereas if I ask 100 waitresses what they do, you'll get more valid information.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah.
So there are some issues of validity and reliability of information when you start conducting a job analysis.
Yeah.
And that's why the more sources of information you can get, the better. So if we can do an interview and a work log and an observation, what if we get the manager to come and observe you at your shift for the whole shift and note what you actually do?
Yeah.
What's the potential problem with that one?
Well, that's what I mean by flexible.
Yeah.
If you're going to look at them for one day, especially with a job that is more flexible.
Yeah.
That's not a big degree.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Like what I did today is quite different to what I'm going to do tomorrow.
Yeah.
So maybe we need to watch them over a week.
Yeah.
To get a better idea.
Yeah.
Or we need to watch them for 2 hours a day over a week.
Yeah.
Because this is quite resource intensive as well.
Yeah.
We obviously don't have time to sit there and watch somebody else do their own job, later.
Yeah.
So that becomes quite costly.
Yeah.
So we need to limit that somehow. But observation also can be quite a tricky one in that if people know they're being watched, they often change their behaviour.
Yeah, they do.
You all of a sudden you're going to start. You're going to start concentrating on your work. Stop picking your phone up every 2 minutes to check Facebook. Because obviously you don't want anybody knowing that that's how you actually feel in the day at work.
Yeah.
So we've got to be mindful that observation is one method, but not necessarily, have that its own flaws as well.
Yeah. And plus, it definitely does have its own flaws in the sense that some people they know how a job should be run, but not actually being in that position.
Yeah.
So they could look at it and go, we're probably not doing that. You know, like how I think it should be done.
Yeah.
Whereas it's like, they don't know, like that they could be, their ways of thinking that this job should be done that way might not actually suit the job. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the position, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it could be like you watch, observe them doing the job and go, oh, is that how you're doing it? Well, that's not very efficient, or we can improve that.
Yeah.
And that's some of the insight that you keep going through this process, definitely, is that there's perhaps better ways of doing it.
Yeah.
Well, how Ariana does it is different to how Kate does it, and actually one is better than the other in terms of how that's being done. And we can make a recommendation around that. You know? So what have we covered? We've sort of, interviews sort of make sense. We can do individual interviews, group interviews. You can use computer-based interviews these days as well. So, like interviewing online. We can use questionnaires. We can use observation. A functional job analysis is where we use both observation and a discussion with the job holder, and then analyse that information in terms of a whole lot of different classifications, basically. So it's a bit specific. Yeah. We can use checklists, so they tick a box to mark the task to perform in the job. Yeah. And you may actually write also on how many minutes you spend doing each of those things. Yeah. Critical incidents is the other important one, which is where we, I don't know if you've heard of it before.
No, I haven't.
Critical incidents techniques are used for a range of things, but it's really around looking at a situation where something went really well, or when something went really poorly, and what went wrong.
That makes sense.
So, for example, the DHBs are a classic example of this. Like we just saw this situation, the young baby in Westport who got severely dehydrated and was in the hospital in Westport for 9 hours before the doctor told the parents to drive to Greymouth Hospital if they wanted to. And by the time they got to Greymouth Hospital, the child was at imminent risk of. So that's a critical incident. They would call it perhaps a serious adverse event. Yeah. And so that they undergo an investigation. So analysing what happened in that situation, why it happened. Yeah. And what the things that the data from a critical incident can give us a lot of information as to how we can better design jobs or better do things. Yeah. So there would be recommendations that fall out of that. Yeah. Essentially. So any coroners inquests, coroners often make recommendations to organisations as to what they should be doing and how they should be doing work. Yeah. Questions?
Not really.
This is going to vary a lot depending on whether you're a large organisation or a small organisation. Like a small business like Bonsai, probably have reasonably good oversight of what you're doing as a waitress. Yeah. Do they need to undertake a rigorous job analysis of that process? Probably not. But then again, it could be that they're discovering that there's issues with a high turnover for chefs, perhaps. Yeah. And they could say, well, okay, let's find out what's going on for our chefs that's causing them to leave. Is there something we can actually do? Let's interview them. Let's observe them at work. Yeah. Let's get a little bit of information about the job and find out what is. Yeah.
I'd say it would be a lot of small businesses as well. Say for places like the bonfire and things like that, work out why things have been done, like initial staff. Start doing it.
Yeah. Start wasting time on Facebook or wasting time dealing with customer complaints because something else hasn't been done properly, because something else hasn't been done properly. Like, you can start to.
But for small businesses, I'd say like a lot of, probably not a lot of managers don't have that kind of knowledge.
They wouldn't know about this process necessarily. They might do it intuitively. Yeah. They might go, right, there's a problem, we need to work out what it is, and so we'll just focus on what's causing it and see what we can do. Yeah. And that's why I said like job analysis is often something that's sort of left off the radar because
Yeah.
people don't know about it as a method to actually help us write the job descriptions and design jobs.
Yeah.
We write in a job description what we think needs to be in there, but is that really a good reflection of what's required?
Yeah.
So I guess, yeah, the point is that a larger organisation is going to have more opportunities for gathering larger data sets to make more generalisable conclusions about a particular job. And they're going to potentially use more methods. The more methods you use, the more reliable your data. The more people you can observe or interview, the more reliable your data is going to be.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But whatever you do, it's useful, I guess, to just be mindful that we don't just roll over the last job description and go, right, here's the job description. Let's use it as a chance to review the job description, and if we need to collect more information in doing so, these are some methods that we can use to collect that information. So a job description or position description basically says, like I said, why it exists, what is the title, what are the reporting relationships, what are the authorities, what are the delegations. So I'm assuming you've seen a job description at some point in time in the past.
Yeah,
A lot.
Yeah, a lot.
Basically, like now in New Zealand legislation, every employee has to have an employment agreement.
Yeah.
And an employment agreement has to actually outline the job tasks that are expected.
Yeah.
Now, often usually that is refer to Appendix A job description.
Yeah.
Where they have the full document. It doesn't have to be. It could be written in the actual employment agreement, but usually it's a separate document with the job description. So this becomes part of your legal contract with the organisation.
Yeah.
So it is important that that information is reasonably up to date and relevant. And a person specification or a person profile, like I said, should include education and qualifications, training, knowledge, skills, experience. Could include personality attributes or general mental ability, working conditions, physical demands. You must be able to work in freezing. If you're going to Antarctica, you must be able to work in, sub-zero temperatures, and carry heavy weights or whatever, So those sorts of things about the individual's requirements are all included in the specification. Right, I've got two documents here. These were actual job descriptions, personal specifications. Because often, like I said, that organisations roll them into one document, which is okay as long as you keep them separate for a different purpose.
Yeah.
So we're running Open Poly here.
Yeah.
Open Poly Administration Officer for Enrolment. So have a look at it and think, does it tick all the boxes in terms of what a job description should have in it?
I don't know.
Yeah. If that's your list of what it should have, does it have those things? So this one, it has a job title.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I'm supposed to
Okay.
through it.
Yeah, no, it's
It's like job title.
yeah. got a job purpose statement.
Yeah, like the mission statement, responsibilities, and then what they're
It's got reporting relationships,
Yeah, skills.
authorities, key areas of results. So it pretty much covers all of those key requirements, doesn't it? And the person speak.
Oh, yeah, so this.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And there's this one. This.
Oh, I agree one.
Tells you about.
But yeah, some do that. Structure, we written.
Job presentation.
Then there's a
Good, yeah.
criteria that's more person speak. Hey?
Yeah, and it's got criteria in there.
Yeah.
Purpose of the position.
So it gives you clear that out.
Yeah.
Purpose of the position, yes, I got that. Capabilities and outcomes.
Key skills and attributes.
Yes. Person speak. And
And
then they've got delegations
Yeah.
down there. And then they've got competencies, competency profile. So competency profile is something that a lot of organisations are using now, where they're saying, so this is based on a login to competency profile. So competency profile is saying, what are the competencies we need as an organisation, and then we build those into person specifications. So these become part of the basis for recruitment.
Yeah.
So we recruit on these particular competencies that are going to, we believe, or there might be some evidence for that that are going to contribute to the success of the organisation.
Yeah.
So you can use competencies, or you might use key knowledge, skills, abilities, and they've used both. What would your observations be on those two different job descriptions?
They're both sort of good in their own ways. Like this is, I like that this starts out with like the mission statement about like the organisation. That's got about, but that's kind of got like what the purpose or their mission statement is, which I kind of like to see, like mission statements of different organisations and jobs and things. Yeah, the responsibility is quite short on the front. Like, yeah, I like to have when I'm looking at like jobs and stuff, like their job descriptions, like quite clear right at the beginning, like the kind of things that you need to have, the kind of things that they want, responsibilities of the job, and basically basically about the organisation, about the job, about what they want for a person and the job. And a lot of this is kind of like, okay, let's, like this one's quite mixed. It's like, trying to read through all of this. As a job seeker, I would be like, well, it needs to be broken up a bit better.
That's a 10-page document.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a bit
Like
of
the first thing, yeah.
Sure, it's more complex jobs in the enrolment officer.
Yeah.
And it's actually got two jobs in there, so there's communications advisor and senior communications advisor, and they've split it out. But it's so complex and complicated. For a communications role, you would think they would have made it more straightforward.
Yeah. See, they've got about and then review, and then you've got the structure, like right in front, which has sort of like a little kind of small statement like it does on there, and then you go into the job. Because you're like, okay, I've got to read about this first before I read about what.
I start glazing over very early on, don't I?
Yeah.
And I mean, the overplaying one is a lot clearer, but there's still a lot of information in there.
There
for
is.
that level of position.
There
and
is.
there's all these blank pages, and you're like, why is there a blank page
But
there?
yes.
I'm confused.
Yeah.
I mean, at least they keep their person speak and their job description quite separate.
Yeah.
So that is pretty good. They've got them. And they've broken the person spec down into what's essential and what's desirable, so that's helpful for candidates. I mean, the thing with those sorts of, breaking things down into what's essential, what's desirable, it can be good.
Yeah.
It can also, you have to be a bit careful, because if you say something is essential, then people are going to rule themselves out.
Yeah, exactly.
So you actually, it depends a little bit on supply and demand of labour.
Yeah.
How many potential applicants you're likely to have.
Yeah.
If you say previous competent experience in a customer service role, all of a sudden, and that's essential, all of a sudden you have ruled out anybody with no experience.
Yeah.
Whereas they actually possibly could be quite good.
They just don't have the experience.
Just don't have the experience.
But I think a lot of jobs
want experience. But
they do. I mean, I've applied for 1,000 million jobs. Well, not really, but not that obviously there's an exaggeration. But mainly they do want experience. They'll say, "I like you. We hired someone that has experience."
when I finished my first degree, I applied for lots of jobs. Sorry, you've got a good qualification, but you don't have any experience.
Yeah.
So even having a degree doesn't solve that problem, unfortunately.
Yeah, no.
But someone, and the answer is for somebody to give you a chance at some
They
point
will.
so you can get some experience.
Exactly.
Or you have to start lower your expectations and start at a lower level.
But a lot of people just think, this job, someone needs to have experience like this. They make it very clear, I think, in a lot of places, and that's the ones where you kind of skip and go, okay.
Yeah.
Making it very clear you need at least 5 years experience.
Yeah, exactly. And I've got
And if you're looking at someone saying at least 5 years experience, you go, okay, I'm not going to bother them.
So keeping in mind that people are self-selecting on this information, so you have to make sure that it is really, really the information that you need to put out there, and that's where the job analysis should have helped.
Yeah.
Because you should have been asking the people who are doing the job, well, which skills do you have that are really valuable for you and being able to complete the tasks required?
Yeah.
Oh wow, I find that the thing that I really need to be able to do is to use Excel and create pivot tables, and I didn't know how to do that, but it's the most valuable thing. Since I started doing those, the jobs were so much easier.
Yeah.
So okay, all right, well, Excel skills becomes one of the key things. And again, if it's validated by other people, so. It's all good and well thinking to hear, we'll write down communication skills because everybody needs communication skills. Actually, let's be specific.
Exactly.
What kind of communication skills?
Because everybody can.
Is it the most important thing that we're going to select on? Because from this person specification, this forms the basis for recruitment and selection.
Yeah.
So we're going to interview people on the basis of the information that's in here. So we're going to ask them about their customer service experience, about their interpersonal skills. We're going to ask them about their customer focus, and we're going to ask them about their conflict management. And then give me an example of the time you dealt with an abusive customer and what did you do?
Yeah.
So this really does need to link to successful performance on the job task. That's what the job analysis process should allow us to do.
Yeah.
There's no point randomly making up a list of things you think are relevant. Let's find out and make sure they are really the most relevant skills that somebody could have.
Yeah.
Or knowledge or educational experience. Maybe when we say, I must have a degree level qualification. Really?
Yeah.
Do they have to?
Yeah.
What if they've had 10 years experience but no qualification?
Yeah.
Maybe,
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah. So that's where you're really writing these things is a bit of an art, actually.
Yeah. And
And a science.
I know they write it to try and weed out people from applying, but then they might be weeding out good people.
You want to be careful when you write it that you are including the right kind of applicants. You're going to get the right kind of applicants.
Yeah.
And when you don't get it right, you do see issues of too many people without the right skills applying.
Yeah.
Or not enough people applying at all. If you make it so impossible to meet your criteria, nobody's going to apply.
Exactly.
Then you have to reassess your criteria.
I applied for the job at work and they come. The first time I didn't apply for it because I just looked at it and thought, they're not going to want me for this position. The second time I saw it work and they come say, I want you to apply for this job. I said, okay, apply for this job. So I spent all this time applying for this job. I went into this interview with this person working in, not the job interview, but an actual hour-long interview.
Yeah.
Because she was like, I've interviewed for this job, this exact job position, so I'm going to ask you questions and you're going to answer me and then we'll talk about it.
Cool.
So we did all that, rah, and she told me about how the first time that they advertised for this position, they picked all these people out and then they interviewed all these people, and then at the end of it they went through, actually, none of the people that we've interviewed were whites, we're going to go through again. Yeah, I didn't get through for an interview anyway, the second stage, but that's what I mean, like, yeah.
But
that was a whole waste of time.
Exactly, it is a waste of time. You can spend a lot of time and it's quite expensive. But they are better off not to appoint somebody in that situation than to appoint somebody who doesn't meet the criteria.
Yeah.
You know, like they have to go, well actually, we could take the best of a bad bunch. Yeah. Or we re-advertise.
Yeah. But it's the way they advertise as well, I think. Like,
the target audience.
Yeah. And like, when working at that kind of position, it's not like a normal interview. No. Like, they're going to ask you questions about the treated white honey. Yeah. You're not going to go in there knowing that they're going to ask you these questions about treated white honey. There was only that if I got an interview and I was asked this question, because I was told that myself at. You know what I mean? Like, these aren't things that
if you apply for any job in the public sector, you should be asked to treat white honey a question. Yeah. And there should be something in the job description around treated white honey, which would give you a bit of a heads up that they're going to ask you a question about it. But public sector organisations are obligated to embed, treated white honey principles into their policies and practices. So that becomes part of that process. Which we'll talk about next week. We're going to start talking about recruitment and selection, I think.
But that was something that they could have put into like the job description. Because then somebody who wanted that job looked at it, because when you apply for a job, you want the job. So then they're going to go back and go, oh, I might just do some research about this. To prepare myself.
Exactly. It's about setting up those expectations. That job description, that person specification should give you the information that you need to go, I know what they're going to ask me in the interview. And I can prepare for that.
And know that this is the job that they actually want. And when you're going into the interview, like the people who are taking the interview, they're going to sense that.
Exactly. So, it's good. The good thing about applying for jobs and going through the process and still getting denied is the more times you do it, the more you learn from it, and the more you go, right, I know what I can do differently next time, or obviously treated white honey is going to be involved in all of
it's
always good to ask for feedback. But anyway, we will start talking about that stuff next week. For this week sort of wraps up there, but we've got a couple of readings to do, reading 4.1, 4.2, and there's another course forum activity worth 2%. So I'm not sure, I think you're getting there with the management 103 ones, but I think that you might have a couple to do for this one.
HR, which I was going to do today, but then I was pretty much dead on accounts.
That's not very nice.
I'm just like, please be gone at least by the end of this week, because it's been 3 days now.
You got some painkillers?
Yeah, I've been taking
but have you got any questions about it, or is it reasonably straightforward?
Yeah, reasonably. I think for like job descriptions, job analysis, I find it's a bit, comes to me a wee bit easier because like of all the jobs